I think more people will be able to read it, and so it will have more exposure. And I have had people tell me that they will order it.
You know, these days even the textbook field, ebooks are becoming a big thing. And students are reading their textbook online. They're not listening to it, although some of them are available in audio format, but they're reading online. And
I designed my own cover, and it reminds me the music industry is kind of going through the same thing. And I've read articles like Pink Floyd and those artists where they're making these great elaborate box sets with all the artwork and all the stuff in there because everything's going digital. I mean, it's a dying breed. That's the downside of it, is that, you know, you lose that feel of the book. You know, if you want to make the book look like it's old or ancient, or if you want to make a book feel a certain way, have a certain texture to it, you lose that little element of creativity. Well, ultimately it is about the story, but when people are really into their story, just like when people are really into their music, you know, they want to pull people as much into their world as they possibly can. And that's the one downside to it. On the plus side of it is that it does eliminate a lot of excuses not to read a book. Because now, I mean, I have a smartphone that has the apps on it that you can look at it on a smartphone. It's like, wow, you know, you don't even need an iPad or Kindle. You can get the same app on your phone. And so it is becoming easier and easier to access books, and ebooks definitely help.
My wife has one, and of course I can see the big advantages. We travel a lot, and I think rather than carry a sack full of books, I believe it's selling much better now than all other books combined. And in this electronic world, I think the younger generation are going to be more likely to do that, and that's what we're aiming at.
I feel that with the new tablets and the new communications and the clouds and the multimedia that is leapfrogging into society, that we have to look forward, not to the past.
You know, people that understood that wireless networking was going to be the way to go invested in cell phones, and I certainly believe that ebooks will be the way down the road. And it's very important to look to the future and not just sit in the present.
I'm sitting here doing this interview a day after Borders bookstores have closed down. That is a heartbreak. I don't know how many hours I've spent in a Borders or a Barnes & Noble just when I had nothing to do, just browsing. And I know ebooks are contributing to the end of the bookstores, but there's just something about a book, the feel, the pages, even the smell of it. Everything matters, and the ebook is just so sterile. You know, I think the very essence and personality of a book is lost on the ebook. But unfortunately, it's where technology's taken us. But I think authors have to do that if they're going to get their product out. We've got to go the way of technology, and we have to adapt or we get left behind. I hope there is always a place for books, the actual book. But I understand how the ebooks are coming on. And if that's what I have to do to be a writer, then that's what I'll have to do to be a writer. And hope it sells that way, if no other way.
Ebooks are definitely taking a huge place in the market. In fact, I believe recently on Amazon, I believe the numbers of ebooks were outselling the paperback books. So it's definitely the wave of the future. I don't think we'll ever completely do without paperbacks, and I hope not, because I still love paperbacks. But ebooks are definitely important.
I think it's fantastic. I really do. I mean, just because it goes along with technology. I mean, it's growing every day, it's changing every day, and the technology changing as fast as it does, it's more economical, it's more safe for the environment, if you want to put it that way. I think it's a great thing. I really think it's a fantastic thing.